Hello there, my name is Dailina Rios. Today I'm going to be presenting my subsystem for Phase B Capstone 1 for biomedical engineering titled Mechanical Structure. The things that will be talked about in this presentation are subsystem architecture, trait studies for critical components, risk assessment for subsystem, and at the end there will be a project planning for Phase C going into Capstone 2. When talking about the structure subsystem, one thing that comes to my mind is the wheels. The wheels are really important on the wheelchair. They give movement and they provide support loads. So the options are going to be based about different wheels, different quantity of wheels. So the first one is a 3-wheel wheelchair with a maximum load support of 250 pounds, traction force of 186 newtons, and an investment cost of 260 US dollars. The second option and the most common wheelchair that we see is the 4-wheel wheelchair with a maximum load support of 255 pounds, an investment cost of $125, and a traction force of 320 newton. And finally, for option 3, we have a continuous track wheelchair. This wheelchair is uncommon and is mostly seen used for military and heavyweight purposes. It is able to sustain a maximum load of 300 pounds. It has a traction force of 243 newtons and an investment cost of 13K US dollars. When comparing all three, the 4-wheel, the continuous, and the 3-wheel, the 4-wheel comes out on top with 264 points, while the continuous track falls behind due to many specifications that the 4-wheel does even better. The only thing that the 4-wheel falls down is on the maximum load support. For the hierarchy diagram, we need to look at two special things that are main that are really important to the wheelchair: the tires and the structural metal. The tires are gonna make the are gonna make the wheelchair move. They're gonna provide the traction and they have to support the load of the person and the wheelchair. And the metal is what gonna bring together the structure, all other subsystems, the tires. They have to be able to join them all and support their load and the person's weight. For an interface required diagrams, we must calculate the possible highest load of the wheelchair, the possible highest temperature the wheelchair may sustain, the total investment of the system, calculate if wheelchair dimensions are the most common for common spaces, for doorways, for vehicles, calculate the total weight of the wheelchair with the battery, provide a factor of safety for the wheelchair and for the user to have, and determine possible materials for the wheelchair structures. For tire selection, we went on to pneumatic and solid. Solid came out on top with 230 points, only falling behind on traction and investment cost. For material, we compare aluminum, titanium, and steel. Titanium and aluminum would battle it through, but titanium came out on top, only falling behind on the frame price and a bit on corrosion resistance. But coming back to the corrosion resistance on the titanium, some of the risk, which is stuck here on Reg C, a mitigation strategy for that can be metal maintenance and anti-corrosion coating, as well as wheel corrosion can also have a maintenance and anti-corrosion coating. And if the titanium structure overheats, which is risk A, some metal coating maintenance, as well as using a heat shield for the metal. And for risk D, what if the system is not able to support enough load? Then some mitigation strategies can be adding extra supports or a structure supporting an initial higher than estimated weight. So for example, the estimated weight was 250, but we made it to be able to sustain 280 pounds. For phase C complete project planning, The first week, the last week of winter, I'll be working on the interface diagram, and on the break, I will be going over the detail analysis, design specifications. The first week of the first week of spring 21, I'll be continuing the design specification and verification of the subsystem level, and on the final week, I will be working towards fixing any errors, professor recommendations, and then going to the presentation, which will be on March 21 or before. So I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.